guys, welcome to today's video. Lincoln's here again. Lincoln! Oh, he's scared. I don't know why he's scared. He does not like winter, I can tell you that much. Oh, he's shaking for everybody. You want to shake? Oh, now he's chewing on his tail. You want to chew on your tail for everybody? Everybody loves that. Okay, today I've got the Bubble Soft Swerve Barrier Restore Balm, which is pretty accurate. It's a very thick cream. Oh, Lincoln really wants everyone to shake for him. Oh, good boy. Okay, so this is kind of a unique product. Actually, it's kind of fun. I like it. Bubble's a great brand. If you've got kids that are into skincare, it's a nice option and more affordable than, per se, Drunk Elephant, per se, than, say, Drunk Elephant. A little bit more affordable. So, okay, so they say Bubble Soft Swerve Barrier Restore Balm is clinically formulated to rapidly repair, strengthen, and protect damaged skin barriers. And it does that with kind of a fun, unique packaging twist. So, although I will say the last time I opened it, the whole thing came flying out. So it's got kind of a twist and turn thing, and then when you turn it, the product dispenses. So it's kind of fun. So it's kind of kid-friendly in that way. Okay, so for packaging, my first criteria, unique plastic jar, and it's also refillable, which is nice. And if you turn this whole thing, it makes it look like kind of like yogurt or ice cream or whipping cream, something like that. So it's kind of fun. I don't want to go too crazy with it because that's wasteful, but yeah, kind of fun. In terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, it does not contain any of those. In terms of fragrance, it is fragrance-free, although I will say it has a little bit of a plasticky smell to it. I don't know how else to describe it, but a little bit plastically. Probably from the silicones in here, I'm gonna guess. And there's silicones. Yeah, oh, it's from the wax. There's a wax in here I'll talk about in a second, so that makes sense. In terms of manufacturing, this is made in the USA, so no issues with that. Ease of use, so you can dispense as much as you want with it. Comes out thick, and then they say to kind of warm it in your hands and then apply it to your skin. So kind of comes out like that. Then you would kind of warm it up in your fingers, and then once it kind of warms up, it starts to melt, almost like ice cream. That was a very generous amount, but if you have dry areas, you can apply it to those, dry areas of your face. During the daytime, I don't think I would apply this over my entire face because it does, once it soaks in, it sets to kind of a radiant finish. It almost looks like zinc sunscreen from a distance, doesn't it, cameraman?
Yup.
Looks just like that. So, but the one thing I do like is I'll get dry patches. Sometimes, I don't know why, but in between my elbow, I'll get dry patches or redness or flakiness. And sometimes this is like the perfect product just for applying a little bit there, calms it, soothes it, hydrates, and protects it. It's probably just gets irritated from clothing I'm wearing, from when I'm at the gym, wearing my gym jacket, things like that. So it is thick. A little bit of it goes a very, very, very long way. And it does have a little bit of a plasticky smell to it. That's the only way I can describe it. So the other way to use this is at night. If you use retinoids or strong exfoliants, especially with retinoids, if you apply this in between, so you apply a layer of this, apply your retinoids, and then apply another layer of this or another layer of moisturizer. It's called the sandwich method. It helps your skin stay hydrated while you're still using the retinoids, because retinoids, especially if it's just a basic like tretinoin and things like that, it can be very drying. A lot of like over-the-counter brand marketed retinoids like Paula's Choice or Geek and Gorgeous, they contain a lot of emollients, but if you just use the prescription version of them, they typically are very simple, water, sometimes a little bit of denatured alcohol, and then the active ingredient, and that's about it. So that's why sometimes using it with a good moisturizer is very important. If you're using it from a brand, a lot of times they formulate it so it's not drying, so you don't freak out, so you keep using it, so you use more, and then you have to buy it again. That's kind of the nice thing. So once it soaks in, it sets to a slightly radiant, tacky finish. You can kind of see it's kind of glistening there. But that's from one ingredient, and I'll talk about that. Okay, the ingredients in this one. Okay, we've got Squalane, which is an antioxidant, skin identical ingredient. We've got Shea butter, a great emollient and antioxidant. We've got 3 types of sugar-derived humectants called Xylitylglucoside, Anhydroxylitol, and then xylitol. And that trifecta of those is called Aquasul. Aqua XL. Aqua XL. Anyway, which is a really great way to infuse some humectants into a cream moisturizer to give skin moisture. We've got 2 different types of vitamin E, which is an antioxidant hydrating ingredient. Maybe cameraman, you can cut out me saying Aquaxol for 5 minutes until I get it right.
Put in the correct pronunciation.
Oh, that's even better. Okay, then we've got niacinamide, skin brightening, anti-acne ingredient. We've got Candelilla wax, which is a vegetable wax, which is a very thick emollient and protecting ingredient. That is what I believe that plasticky smell is coming from, is that wax. But wax in small amounts in skincare can be very protecting, especially if you like ski or outside where the wind is blowing, things like that. It's very protecting. And then we've got ceramides, phytosphingosine, and cholesterol, which are all berry repairing and skin identical ingredients. A nice ingredient list, nothing wrong with it. On the longer side, but pretty nice for emollient and protecting your skin. Okay, in terms of animal testing, this is cruelty-free as well as vegan, so no issues with that. In terms of performance, it's very nice, very, very thick. Very thick. This is up there with Aquifer in terms of its thickness. It's thick and it needs time to melt before you apply it to your skin, but it's a bit too much for my entire face during the daytime, but at night it's very nice. Or if you're post-procedure skin, a laser where your skin starts peeling or getting dry or flaky, this one's great for that, very protecting. I like just being able to use it in small areas. I typically get dry like around my mouth, around my nose, and sometimes around my eyebrows, so this is very nice for just spot applying it or just certain areas. But if you have very dry skin, you can certainly use it all over your face. Or with retinoids and things like that, the sandwich method's great. Yeah, so very nice for that. For acneogenic ingredients, we've got several of them, and I can, right before I even talk about that, I can see how this would be too much for acne-prone skin because the thickness of it can be very suffocating of pores and kind of, I could see clogged pores from this if you have very acne-prone skin. So perhaps just use it in the small areas. So for the acne-prone skin ingredients, we've got Squalane, polyglycerol diisostearate, that Candelilla wax, vitamin E, and then carbomer. So very acne-prone skin or even slightly acne-prone skin, just be cautious. I think if you use this with a retinoid though, that might help kind of mitigate that a little bit and help prevent the dryness. In terms of the price, this is a full size 1.65 ounces, retails for 18 bucks, which is nice. Then in terms of the it factor, it's nice and thick. I have a lot of barrier creams that I love and I've used over the years. Paula's Choice Ultra Rich Moisturizer is always up there. The newer Prequel Barrier Therapy Skin Protectant's really nice. I'd probably prefer those products to this, or sometimes the Aquifer, but this one is still really nice on certain areas. Even like a little bit around my mouth, especially where the corners of my mouth get dry. I actually prefer this over those because it kind of sits on the skin a little bit and protects it, it seems like. So, well, those other products are great. This one is unique in that way, so kind of makes it different. For some other dupes, there's not a ton of close dupes, but the closest ones are the Skin Better Hydration Boosting Cream, the Dermatica, which I haven't tried anything from that brand yet. I don't know. Do I need to try it? Let me know. Every day I hear about a brand I never knew existed. I'm not kidding. Every day I hear about another. It's amazing. There's got to be millions of skincare brands. Okay. The Dermatica Nourishing Ceramide and Peptide Moisturizer, the Elta MD Barrier Renewal Complex, and the Then I Met You Renewing Rich Beauty Cream, which I'm not a big fan of anymore because they had fragrance in it and they hid it until Korea changed a law and they had to disclose all the ingredients, so they weren't being truly honest. But yeah. Okay, so with the 10 being a perfect score, I gave this one a 9. For my skin type, I really like it. It's worth checking out, especially if you use retinoids. If you like the sandwich method, it's great for that. Leave a comment with your thoughts below. Check out my airless jars on the website. I got my cosmetic bag and some airless jars as well as some travel tubes. So check those out as well. Thanks so much, and I will see you guys more tomorrow. Okay, bye guys.